And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Hubbard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And some guys just have that knack of finding the first down flag and getting there. Hubbard did it very well on that carry, and he did it really well last season. 59 first down runs a year ago.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Young will set to throw. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's Young. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A great effort right from the snap there on the defensive side from Amari Barno. Second down, and it's Kamara again. Past the 20. Flop. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Now Young. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Ritter. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. Devin Tompkins deep to return it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now here's Young. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Young. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
That's the rookie first-round pick, Xavier Legette. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And really burst onto the scene in his last year at South Carolina, 2nd in the SEC in receiving yards with 1,255. But you see the style, explosive, physical, tough matchup for any corner.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their...
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Ritter. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Ritter will set up to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He's got room at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
That's good for the Saints.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The point after, goodbye groupie. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Young to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they played it. And that's caught inside the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ritter back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 23-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. Working from the gun, Ritter. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter from the gun on third down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's going to be incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a fourth down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to hit 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Looking to throw, Young. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Ritter to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to... And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And some room to roam now. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now Young. That one complete to Leggett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Hubbard trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Hubbard is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. To throw, Young. And this time he is in. Yes. Chuba Hubbard, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
In motion, the tight end. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. They'll roll him out right. He completes it to Olave. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Ritter from the gun. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. A point after, good by Groupie. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. That's DeMario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. Young to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Pete Werner.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ritter now. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple. Young going to give to Brooks. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
13 yards, first down, Panthers. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Up the middle with Brooks here. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Here's Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To the air once more, Young. Lets it fly for Thielen. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Ritter. Forced out to his left. Ritter slides down, and he has enough for the first. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they take a knee.